Alright, you guys, just an update on what's in my tank right now. So you see that was just shooting across is my dolphin fish. He was chasing my VC10, which is very different, similar to my Vestas right here. There's two Vestas. How do I tell them apart? Is the VC10 is darker in color than the Vestas. So those two were Vestas because there's the VC10 back there. Now I have a bunch of peacocks in here. As you guys see, there's a blotted peacock. There's an assorted peacock. There's an ACI right here. That guy right there is a female Kenyi. When the male is back there chasing his reflection, if we could get a good picture of him, he's yellow, kind of like the bumblebee back there that's up top, but he has brilliant blue in his fins. You guys, this is one of the reasons why I fell in love with the African cichlids. I like my other cichlids, but I really love these guys. Look at this jewel right here. You can see all 4, 5 colors in her. When she gets upset, all those colors intensify. You see the flakes, the red, the greens, the browns, all those colors in there. She make those look beautiful right there. And then my dolphin fish right here. This light isn't doing it justice. It's crazy, especially when they get emotional. I used to think this electric blue was like, I don't know, the way that one was. I didn't even realize that there was so much more, because my first 3 African cichlids was this cherry right here, this bumblebee, and where that electric blue? That electric blue. I had no idea that they came in such variety of colors right there. That there's blotted peacocks, there's blotted zebras, there's albino peacocks. Where's my albino peacock in here? Look at him over there, you guys. He's getting upset, so his colors are more intensified because he thinks that he needs to fight a male off. There's the female. She's usually the most aggressive. She's just watching him act a damn fool. There's a albino zebra right there. There's a yellow lemon. There's another peacock right here. This guy, this camera hog, he's like, look at me, I'm brilliant too. Another, that's a peacock right there. There is a red zebra. There's a blotted red zebra, an ACI right here. There's the Kenyi again, the Morai. Brilliant. That's that little pale blue one. I bought it as an assorted, but then I bought, it's spelled, there's another one right there. It's spelled SOCOFOLI. Okay, I'm probably butchering the name, so that's why I just spell it. And found out they're the same fish. The people sold me an assorted fish, but it wasn't an assorted fish. That's when they don't know what it is, so they just guess and they put it in the assorted. It's not. It has a name. And that one of these zebras, that red zebra right there, was an assorted fish too, and it turns out to be a red zebra. And then I bought a blotted red zebra, which I already had a blotted red zebra, but it was just called an OB zebra. That's that ACI right there. That one right there is the VC10. You see how much darker it is than the Vestas? So, what else is in here, you guys? I talked about the yellow lemon. I have a list here of fish. Okay, so there's the Morai. Oh, the Rhodesii. So RHOADESII. Okay, so I got 2 Morais, 1 Rhodii in here. And there's that one is on my other list. So you guys are like, how many fish are in here? So this is Aurustus, Auratus. So there's roughly 27. Now you see the aggression, some of them are getting chased. That's why you overcrowd them. So really, you guys, I need like 10 more fish. I'm just trying to figure out who, because I got most of the low expensive fish, but I don't want to overcrowd them, because you can buy peacocks for $7-8. Some Petco or PetSmart. Petco sells really small African cichlids, like under 2 inches, which is kind of hard to keep because then they hide and then you got to try to figure out if they're dead or not, because you're worried. So I bought some barbs from them, and like all the barbs died besides one, and then I bought a silver dollar because PetSmart didn't have the silver dollars, but I think they do now. They might have just been out of silver dollars, but. And then I also go to K's aquariums, where, see, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that's the label up there that's floating. That it used to be a thermometer. Like I use this electric thermometer. When you buy the tank, they give you a thermometer strip. They done peeled the thermometer strip off. That's what's floating in the water up there. So I need to take that off. There's an electric blue colored peacock. He's docile. So as you see, he has a sunken stomach. He really doesn't eat. So I think maybe I need to put him in maybe a little basket. Catch him, put him in a basket, feed him himself, and get his belly. You see some of these other bellies are kind of bloated. It's because they're full and they're aggressive fish, so they're growing. He has some size on him, but he's really docile. He's not as aggressive as these peacocks right here. So I gotta watch out for that. That's why I feed them. I feed them algae wafers, as you see back here. There's an algae wafer. I feed them sinking fish or sinking pellets, floating pellets. You have to feed these guys, and food, they're always hungry. So now all of a sudden, now that the aggressive ones, this is the most aggressive peacock right here. That guy that just chased him off. And you gotta overcrowd them, you guys. That way there's no territories. Or the territories are so small that when they do get in a fight, they get into somebody's territory. So then you have a referee like, get out of my territory. Y'all need to stop fighting. Go back to your separate corners. So they kind of police themselves. Now, as you see, there's a lot of swimming space here still. 10 more fish, no bigger than the peacocks. Peacocks get 6 to 7 inches. I don't need any 7 to 8 inch fish. As you see, those guys are huge, and they tend to knock over stuff, and they're super strong. This ring right here was blocking this log. This electric blue picked it up and buried it over there, like. So the girls call him the Blue Hulk, you know, just doing his thing. So really, man, I love this tank. I've been rambling on for like 8.5 minutes. I can keep this video super long, so I appreciate everybody that has stuck with me and listened to me butchering these guys' names. I'm super excited about them. Crazy with it, you know. All your comments. I got the Anubis. I had to find them. They come every 3 weeks. Not a lot of places sell them, so I found that at K's, a $12 plant. These guys are another $8-9 plants, but they grow and cover. I need to find some moss because I want to cover a lot of this stuff with moss. My Placo and my golden algae eater, that used to be that little structure right there used to be covered. You can see how it's still a little bit green, but it used to be covered with algae. He's handling business. These rocks, I used to have algae in my early videos. I used to have algae, little clusters of algae on there. He's knocked all that out. My Nubis is growing. It's doing its thing. It lost a couple of leaves in the beginning, but the roots are growing, so I know it's doing well. Thank you for the suggestion about live plants. I'm not really sure. I used that Gorilla Glue. Some people said that it was cool to use Gorilla Glue, but everything that I use Gorilla Glue on kind of died or dying. So I'm using zip ties, and we'll see how the zip ties work. I know people suggested fishing line, but I'm like, man, I buy that huge spool of fishing line when I only need a couple of yards. Not that vested. Not yet. Thank you guys for your comments, subscribing. Hey, my videos, as I learn how to do this, as I get more educated on it, my videos will get better, I promise. Thank you for listening and taking this journey with me and helping me grow.